Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have a store that's doing around $111,000 per month in sales, over 1,500 orders every single month, and an average order value of $72, selling just 8 SKUs. And by 8 SKUs, I mean 8 different variants, but it's actually just one single product. I think this product is probably the easiest product to sell right now. It's in an evergreen niche. It's definitely a problem-solving product. It's definitely a winning product. And for someone who's a beginner at dropshipping, who has never had a successful product before, this is one that I could easily recommend that you start off with. So my name is Ali. This is Daily E-commerce. On this channel, I bring you winning stores, winning products, and really winning systems of how you can start your dropshipping business. I would recommend that you subscribe to the channel, watch the daily videos. These videos are not short. They're a bit longer than what you would find regularly on YouTube, because each of these videos I like to think of as like a course in and of itself, showing you how you can start selling the product that I'm talking about step by step. What are we going to be covering in today's video? We're going to be covering the niche, like what market it is, what the winning product is, who the ideal customer is, and how do you understand the problem that you're solving. Then we're going to be discussing the website, right? What type of website you're going to want to build, how you're going to want to drop ship this product, how you're going to want to build out all the different sections. What do you need to say in those different sections? What are you going to show? Then we're going to talk about the different ads, right? What type of ads are working to get people to this particular product and then entice them to buy. Then we're going to be talking about how you can model this, not copy, model, but differentiate yourself a little bit, because my goal is for you to start by taking a piece of this business that's doing 10K every single day. Maybe you start off with $100 in sales a day. Maybe you start off with $1,000 a day in sales, right? But my goal is for you to grow bigger, all right? And then finally, I'm going to show you how you can literally rebuild this entire store and launch it. And I've actually done it already. I've actually rebuilt this entire store. So without further ado, let's get into this. Now, a few tips if you're watching my video for the first time. I tend to talk a little bit slower because there's a lot I have to cover, and I sort of think through what I need to say. A lot of this is done live, so there's very little editing that happens in the video. What I recommend is watching this video on 2x speed and maybe taking some notes down, because there's no point in watching this video if you're not going to actually do anything with the information towards the end. All right. And finally, if you have any questions at any point in the video, again, I replied every single comment on the channel, and actually you can look up any of my videos. You would be hard pressed to find a comment that I have not replied to. So if there's any questions that come up during this entire video, go ahead and just type that down below and I will go ahead and get back to you on it. Okay. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. If at any point I said something that you liked, if at any point that I said something that made sense or an insight you didn't have, all I would ask is a big like on the video. And again, subscribe, because I make videos pretty much every single day. Okay. And by the way, there is no editing. So I'm going to look on either side of the screen because I have all of my points, right? And then I'll get back to you. Okay, cool. So let's look at what the product is. The product is a kiddie smartphone. Okay. Now, this smartphone is actually meant for children, okay? It is meant for kids to use. It has a lot of strong parental controls. It comes with a bonus screen protector and a case. It is unlocked, so it doesn't need to be attached to any carrier. You can use it with any carrier, right? And it's not as expensive as regular smartphone, so you don't have to feel like you're buying a $400, $500 product, but it's solving a $500 problem. And you could sell it for $78, which is a really, really good sticker price. Now, if you look at what the supplier is charging for this particular product, it's only around like $30, right? And you're selling it for $70. So that's a good 50% profit margin. Okay. So there's a lot of great videos, a lot of cool stuff that's going on here. And just the problem that it's solving is absolutely amazing. So this is the product. Now, what we're going to get into is we're going to do this step by step. It's not, okay, now you have the product, and if you think that you can just go ahead and launch it with this product without understanding what are the key success factors, because there's a lot of them sprinkled in here. Okay, I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff, and then throughout it there's going to be like this one secret like formula that they're using that will start making sense when you connect the dots. So the dots connect over 4 different variables: niche, offer, ad, and landing page. Okay, so what market are you targeting? What offer are you making to the market? How are you advertising to them? And what is the landing page you're using to sell it? When you can click all 4 check boxes, that's when you build a 100K per month business. Okay. Another thing, when we analyze their ads, how did I catch them? Okay. Essentially, they were just running 20 ads, 25 ads, right? Not a lot. Okay. And then boom, this month, they just blew up and started scaling all the way to 800 ads. Now, this is probably what they were doing to just test a bunch of different creatives. And now they've scaled back down, cutting stuff that wasn't working and working with stuff that was. And they're probably going to be at this point for a little bit, and then they're going to scale up again and down. Whenever somebody goes on an uptrend, they get on my radar, which tells me some key success factors. Nobody goes to 800 active ads without actually being successful, right? Not many people have money to burn. And this is definitely a dropshipper, because maybe if it was a big brand that was backed by money, they have money to burn. This guy doesn't, right? It's a dropshipper. So this is something that we can model and we can get a piece of. Okay. Now, another thing is the only thing that they're selling is this product in different colors. Okay. And it's very easy for us to get this off AliExpress in all these different colors. Okay. So that's really, really cool. And I'm very excited about it. Okay. So first question that we are going to answer is, why is the child safe smartphone niche a powerful opportunity right now? Well, the thing is, all these kids have iPads, phones, XYZ, right? So your target market, right? You're targeting parents, essentially, primarily mothers and fathers of kids that are between 3 and 12. And your messaging to them is pretty simple. Don't buy a $500 phone, okay? We're going to be looking at some of these ads that they're running, a lot of these video ads, okay? And we're going to understand why this phone makes so much sense to give to a kid, okay? Why this is something that will help them, why this is something that's safe for them, why this is something you can use to track their movements, why this is something that you can have parental controls over so that they're not actually using normal phones, which is a gateway to all of these problems that you don't really want to have. This is a huge problem to solve. Okay, this is a fear that people have. This is a big problem solving product, which means there's big money behind it. Okay, now some pain points that kids are facing, right? And again, we're going to understand all of these over here. Is phones break. This one is small and tiny, so it's less chance of breakage. This isn't a very expensive iPhone that starts at from $500 to $900. This is, 1/5 of that. So you're solving a huge problem right there. And another thing is that this is an evergreen niche. As more and more kids have screens and want screen time, right? This is not a problem that will go away or be replaced soon, right? And what I'm finding out when I did a lot of research, if I go to Instagram and if I go to kid phone, where is it? Kiddie phone. Okay, I found that a lot of, this is the same brand. Okay, I found that a lot of this is like something where this is like just fun, right? This is something that kids will enjoy. They think that they have a phone, and that they actually make different models for hold on, what is it? Mini iPhone. Give me a second. Let me actually find it on TikTok. So guys, I'm not going to edit this video at all. So feel free to skip or just forward to the point. This is what I found. Okay. So this is where I'm finding like this is not just one thing. Like you can give them a mini Samsung phone. You can give them a mini different iPhone, right? And 26,000 likes, 15,000 likes, 178,000 likes. Like this is something that you can do organic drop shipping with. Okay, if you play it right, this is something that you can do organic drop shipping with, because it's very, very fun for this to go viral. Now, what this page is positioning it as is a phone for adults, right? you are not going to take this angle. You're going to take the kids angle, because this angle is like, I feel like whenever something's positioned as a trend or a gag gift, right? Yeah, this is getting like millions and millions of views, but I don't know how much this is converting into sales. Okay. When we look at this is one of their competitors, right? This shop apparently is currently unavailable. So this guy probably stopped even scaling it, right? He was doing this in 2024. Let's see when his last post was. His last post was 2024. Okay, so he was scaling this. Okay, he scaled this pretty well. He was getting views, but obviously the store is stopped. Why? Because he didn't solve a problem. Okay, he didn't solve a need. He didn't service anything but make it like a cool, fun gadget to have. And yes, this is cool to look at. Okay, but it's not going to translate into sales. Now, I want to show you a store that I'm running, okay? And we had record days of profits, okay? We had a day where we profited $3,500. Out of $4,500 in sales that we made $3,500 in profit in one single day. Now, how were we able to make that type of profit? Well, one of our videos did go viral. It reached about 2 million views, and it all translated into sales. Now, the reason it translated into sales was because we're going after products that have like that virality potential. Like this one has that potential to go viral, but it's positioned for something. It's positioned to solve a problem. It's not just like this one is great. POV, you found your first perfect phone for your daughter. This is a great video. All of these videos should have had that. Okay. But this one where it's like, it's so small, people keep asking me what it works, right? You discover only after your graduation. Like these are some ad angles where you're not really for anybody. Okay. So again, you needed to position this for something. And again, that's what we're going to be focusing on. Okay. Now, how big is the market for child-friendly phones and tablets? I don't need to tell you how big this market is, right? Pretty much every single child wants a phone, and every single parent struggles with this decision, when to introduce them to a phone, if this is something that they should give or not. There are certain kids that are probably not, you're probably not going to give this to someone who's going to school and actually has friends. You're going to give this to someone who is a small child between like 3 to 6 who keeps stealing your phone. So you give them their own phone so that they're happy scrolling, they feel like a real man, and it's something that they can basically interact with. Like you can teach someone, like this is not something that I wouldn't consider giving to my own child, right? Because I can control everything on the screen, and I can teach them how to call me, I can teach them how to text me, and I can teach them to keep their hands away from my phone. So this is, again, a huge problem to solve, okay? Now, what are some specific features that you're going to hit on when you're going to sell this? Well, this is it, right? You're going to sell the parental control feature. That is the biggest thing that I would hammer, right? And this is something that I learned when I was rebuilding this business. So this is their page and this is my page, okay? This is essentially the page that I've built, modeling it very closely. Like this is how I would launch it. And the one thing that I understood about the kids market, and I'll show you my funnel as well, was it's very, very difficult to do any sort of marketing where kids are involved. Okay, like all Facebook platforms, all media buying platforms, every platform takes kids issues very, very seriously. And even when you're advertising this on Facebook, which we're going to talk about in the ad section, it's very important that you approach the topic with some sensitivity. Okay, so you can't say certain things, and there are certain things that you can say, and the thing that you would hammer and basically go after is the full parental control, right? This is something that you can track, you can monitor, you have access to, you set it up, it's easy, and it looks like an iPhone, so it has that premium look and feel. Okay, now all of these ads that we're going to be discussing, where is it going? Now, it's going to this page. Now, I feel like this page is really, really well designed. What are some factors that are working well for this page that most Shopify dropshippers don't take into account? Okay, so the first thing is I really love this section that's built in here, which says how many customers are loving the phone, right? Just that instant social boost, okay? Then we look at the way that it's named. It's called the Kitty smartphone. I really like that. These 4 points are actually all people really need to understand to be able to buy it. Then there's the bundle pricing, okay, which tells people maybe, most parents don't just have one kid, right? They have different kits, and you understand. But this is again another reason why I like this product is, let's say you can't just buy this for one kid, okay? Like, you're gonna have a problem at home, so you're probably looking at the duo pack or the trio pack, okay? So that's really, really important. And every time you upgrade, like, you save a little bit of money, right? It's not just double and triple the price. You're saving a little bit of money. So that's really, really good. Then there's another nice testimonial here, which I really like. So the way that the website looks above the fold is great. And even these images are really, really nice, okay? Then we go into some nice videos of social proof and testimonials. We go into calming moments for parents, like why this is something that's good for parents, why it's good for kids. You combine education and security. Then they move right into the FAQs. If you have any questions, then they hit on some other important factors like the security and the GPS tracking, the fact that you will always stay in touch, and the fact that it works with any other provider. Now, this is where I feel like they've gotten lazy. I feel like the page just lost all of its momentum. It doesn't look professional anymore. It's just not even designed well for desktop, and I think it's mostly designed for mobile and further questions. But at the end of the day, you don't have to have the best page for it to work. Okay, now I've actually built this entire page, redone all of the images, and this is how I would launch this particular business, but I'll go over it a little bit later in the video. The first thing that I want to look at is I'm just going to look at some of the points that I have on the left. I just want to make sure that I've hit everything that I want to talk about. Okay, awesome. Now let's just move directly into the ads. Let's see some of the ads that are working for them, and go ahead and see how we would model the different ads, understand some of these ad angles, and make sure that we are on the right track when we actually launch this business, because we don't want to reinvent the wheel here, right? The product, it's easy to source, okay? It has under 10 days. It will deliver under 10 days to the USA 86% of the time, okay? And it's an AliExpress commitment. This works, okay? I've used this works, and they use these courier companies, so you will have good tracking to send to your customers, and if there's any disputes. Give me a second, let me take a sip of water. Not only is that happening, I'm seeing here that there's 1,000 units sold. So someone's already drop shipping this and doing really, really well here. This to me, so if we can model the offer, and I'll show you very easily how we can recreate this entire web page. Okay. Then the only thing that's left for us to do is understand what's working from an ad point of view and go ahead and start recreating it. So they're advertising in a bunch of different countries that I'm seeing, right? We're going to go ahead and look at the English ads, because that's the one that is easy for us to understand, and go ahead and recreate. So let's look at this one, a phone made for kids. Okay, so I can't play the audio because there's a pretty popular song playing and I don't need the YouTube video being taken out, but it's a 10-second ad. I bought this for my child. Works like a regular phone. It has a SIM card. It can connect to Wi-Fi, and you can use all your favorite apps. Would you give one? Okay. Pretty simple 10-second ad. Okay. Let's look at this one, right? I'm actually going to mute I'm going to mute it just so that I don't get struck. But again, another 9-second ad. Okay. This is really, really cool. Your daughter wants an iPhone. Okay. Great. And then look at this, the comparison. That's awesome, because this is something, again, this is, I'm picturing this ad being delivered to a mother that has the same phone essentially and goes like, oh my God, how awesome would it be if me and my kid had matching phones, and how excited would they be? Because this is their own phone, right? Because every mom and dad goes through this, guys. I go through this where my kid wants to be on my phone, and then I'm just stuck doing nothing or not being able to attend calls or do work, right? If I could give them their own phone that basically had everything that I decided put on it, the problem that would solve for me is insanely major, right? And your daughter wants an iPhone, and that's it. I mean, there's no real crazy things going on here, and that's kind of disappointing. Like, sometimes I feel like it is that easy, right? Okay, this is your sign to get matching mini phones with your best friend. So again, you're going after a little bit of an older market now. You're probably going after like teenagers who would use this phone and who would use it together. And again, this is probably going to be their secret phone, right? A lot of people will buy it for that reason, right? Their secret phone to hide from their parents. I mean, that's a whole other angle if you wanted to go for that angle, right? Let's look at this one. Here's the next. So you know what they're doing, guys? You know what this company is doing? They're going on TikTok. Okay, this is literally what they're doing with their 800 ads and how they're making 100K. Okay, they're going on TikTok. They're going after popular brands of mini kids iPhone. Okay, for example, this one, right? This one has 45,000 followers. Okay, they're basically just downloading these ads because this is just a TikTok only brand. Okay, and they're just running them on Facebook. This is how simple this strategy is. They are taking this ad. Okay, they're not doing anything special. They're just finding people that don't know how to run paid ads, okay, don't know how to build funnels. All they do is like TikTok shop and basic dropshipping. And then they're designing maybe better pages. Let's compare this page. I mean, look at how crap this page is. Okay. What did this guy do? Put a little bit more effort into designing his page. Okay. Took all of this guy's content and then is running it on his store. Because we looked at his page on Instagram and it's really nothing. It's really nothing, right? It's like there's not a lot. All of these views are actually ad views. I'm sure he's not being pushed into virality, okay? So there is the strategy. I mean, you could, if you are so inclined to, follow the same thing. The perfect first kids phone for kids, right? I mean, look, they're just running 13-second ads and making $100,000 a month, okay? And the only reason that this person is not making the same amount of money as this person is because they don't have two skills. They don't know how to create great looking product pages, and they don't have the ability to run good ads. So now, if I were to start this business myself, what would I do? What is my step by step? Now, the first thing is I would go ahead and create this page, okay? Now, when I was creating this page, the way that I would do it, guys, is I would build it out on Shop Funnels and not Shopify. Reason being is you could do it on Shopify, but you would have to either buy an expensive theme, understand how to build pages on Shopify, which is a pain in and of itself, and then do it yourself, okay? With Shop Funnels, it's very, very simple. This is how I would sell it, okay? I've actually basically cloned the page. If you guys know what Shop Funnels is, it's a website and funnel builder. It's a Shopify replacement that allows you to build amazing looking product pages. It has a store so that you can sell right from here. You can connect your payment processor. These are all the different payment processor Shop Funnel supports, okay? And then you can just start selling and start getting orders, right? And then this is where all of your orders would show, okay? And then you could connect it to Shopify for auto fulfillment, or you can just connect it to any of your suppliers, right? Send them all of the orders and they would fulfill. So basically what you would do with Shopify, you can do with Shop Funnels, all right? So let's go ahead and look at my take on how I would basically sell this particular product. Now, they call it the kiddie phone. I'm going to call it, like, I'm hammering that parental control thing. So I'm going to call it kids safe, because the reason I don't want to sell directly to kids is because kids don't have any money, right? They're not going to be the target audience that is going to make me the money that I want to and typically beat out this other person. I want to sell to adults who actually have the money, the ability to one-click checkout, the ability to spend money. I want to sell to them, okay? So I have gone ahead and redesigned this page, used, sort of better images than the original one. And I've put a little bit of a brand on it, okay? Now, creating these images was really, really difficult. The one thing that all AI image generators and all AI tools for image design have a problem with is kids. Like, guys, I had a very, very, very tough time creating images for this. Anytime I would like to show a child playing with the phone, the image generator, I use ChatGPT, I use Maker, I use anything that you can imagine, said, no, we can't show that. Anything to do with children's image generation is not allowed. So I had to get very, very, very creative. But I was able to create these images, okay? Perfect for the little ones. Like, you can see how tiny this phone is, all the different colors that are in there. This is where I would place all of the videos. It's up to you where you get the videos from, but this is where you would place them. Again, look at this. A text coming in from mom, let me know when you've arrived from home. Like, peace of mind for parents, never lose touch, okay? Keep them happy and connected. Now, I have taken the same inspiration, right? Calming moments for parents. I've taken the same thing, okay? But I've just adapted it just a little bit, right? Again, keep it happy and connected. Again, showing how like nice the phone looks, right? And showing the battery life, how it's, really good with parental control, right? All of the different frequently asked questions looking beautiful over here. Peace of mind with GPS tracking. This kid is out and about, but you can track your kids, right? Again, 30 hours on one charge. You don't have to keep charging it, works with any provider. Show it the world, show the dual SIM. It's already unlocked. You're good anywhere you go. And the freedom to explore safely. We're showing all these kids. Now, what we're not showing is something like this, right? Because what these guys did is they're only optimized for mobile. These guys are only optimized for mobile. We're optimized for both desktop and mobile, and our landing page looks extremely clean. Now, as someone being in the industry for over 10 years, having done over 7 figures in online sales, selling physical and digital products online, like, I know a thing or two about building great looking pages. Okay, then put some other elements in, right? Why choose this product? Some really nice, clean looking testimonials. And what I've done is I built it as a funnel. Okay. Now, the problem with the kiddie smartphone is, let's say somebody decides to add to cart, right? They're going to have to find the button. Yeah, it's here somewhere or here, right? Let's say they add to cart. The first thing is they get put to cart. Then they have to go to the secure checkout. Then they're taken to a whole different area to basically fill out their information and pay. Okay. Now, on this whole area, there's no like social proof, no testimonials, no nothing, right? This is where some people have buyer's remorse. The cart is where orders go to die, and they go ahead and they decide not to do it, okay? The way that we're going to do it is different. We're going to use a funnel. Now, this is where I've made a lot of my money with dropshipping, is when I made that switch from Shopify stores to pre-built product pages. The first thing is I do want to show how amazing this looks on mobile as well. Look at how beautiful this page looks, how it feels, how clean it is, right? On desktop and on mobile. Okay. So let's say somebody comes on mobile, decides, this is cool. I'm going to get one. They don't get taken to a different page. They're on the same page. This is where they fill out their information, select Apple Pay, select their product, and complete order. I want in 2 clicks for them to purchase. Over here, it took about 4, right? Add to cart, then the cart page opens, then you click another one, then you go here, then you fill out all of your information, and then purchase, right? That's 4 to 5 clicks. I don't want that. I want the resistance to be as less as humanly possible. This is why I've built this entire theme out. Now, the best part about me having built this entire theme out is not only is this page ready to use, because I've swapped out the image and I've swapped out the text, and I've actually already added the images. The one thing that I want to do is add upsells, okay? Because I know somebody buying this phone, okay, may also want to buy something else, okay? Maybe there's a kitty, like let's look at what the supplier has, right? The supplier probably has a lot more products that we can sell in the same area, okay? We can look at some of the other things, right? Maybe we can sell them a flip phone. Okay, that's a cool little flip phone thing that they would like. There's so many other styles of phones and so many other cool gadgets that these guys have that we can then sell as upsells, okay? Just because somebody purchased one product doesn't mean that they're done buying, right? It's our job to continuously sell them more and more products, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to continuously sell them more and more products, okay? We're going to upsell them. And this is something, again, you can do with Shopify. You can have one-click upsells in Shopify, okay? But what happens when you do one-click upsells in Shopify is you're going to need a different app to do it, right? You're going to need Zipify, or you're going to need expensive apps. What ShopFunnels allows you to do, it's all-in-one solution that lets you create landing pages, create upsell and downsell pages, all that good stuff. Now, what I've also done is I've made this into a pre-built store. What does that mean? That means if you actually do sign up for ShopFunnels, Hold on, let me actually go to shopfunnels.net and show you. If you do actually go ahead and sign up for ShopFunnels, if we go to the templates and if we go here to funnels, pre-built stores, if you go, these are all pre-built stores, which means just like that phone store, all of these stores are loaded with winning products and ready to go. All the copy is done and the images are done as well. This is the store that we were looking at, the mini phone funnel. If you click start with this funnel and you go into your account, which I'm going to go ahead and log in right now and be able to go here to create a funnel. Okay, you're going to go here all the way down, just select this and it'll be downloaded into your account. I have all of these different funnels, all of these different products ready to go. Now, this is something you can't do with Shopify. Just because Shopify, you're probably just working with one domain, right? And then you're trying to set up a general store, right? And then you're trying to sell all these products. For me, I'm running all of these multiple different stores or funnels, however you like to call it, but each has a different domain attached to it, right? For example, this is a phone one, right? Then this is another supplement funnel, right? This is another hair funnel, right? But it's all like a one product store, right? And it's all branded differently. It's all on different domains, and you can run how many ever products that you want, okay? And most of the products are built and ready for you to launch. So if you guys are interested in launching this exact store, not having to do all of the work, not having to build this store from scratch, if you look at the possibility and you decide, man, this store, this opportunity looks cool. I'm new to dropshipping. This is something I want to do. Click that first link down below. That's how you get access to ShopFunnels. And ShopFunnels actually also unlocks a whole bunch of cool features like personal mentorship for me, access to a private group. Once you join ShopFunnels, it is my responsibility to help you launch the store. And I will get you to launch the store in the first 7 to 14 days after you join. You also get a call with me, bunch of cool benefits, okay? Basically, think about it as in this way. You get ready to launch stores with someone looking over your shoulder in terms of how you launch. That's a pretty cool deal for me, okay? Now, what are some other things that we need to look at, okay? And when you are basically going ahead and creating this, right? We looked at the ads, we looked at the offer, we looked at recreating this, okay? Now let's talk about why modeling successful stores is one of the fastest ways to build a profitable e-commerce business. I've been in e-commerce for a really, really long time. And the thing that I've always struggled with is why people who have never made money online want to swing for like an original idea. Like, oh, this idea is nobody's ever thought of, and this is how I'm going to make money online. So I talk to e-commerce dropshippers every single day. And that's the one thing I would change about somebody who's never made money online, who's never made consistent money online, is you could be that guy who's smart enough to figure out something that nobody else has figured out. But 9 times out of 10, the easier way to actually make your first dollar online in e-commerce is to just do what someone else is doing a little bit better. Okay. So let's say you're going into this. Okay. This is that guy's landing page. Okay. Hold on. Let's go here. This is that guy's landing page. Okay. Where, you can't really tell what the size of the product is. It looks like a big phone. Okay. And so your guy might be thinking, hey, I don't know how I feel about this, X, Y, and Z. I can't tell how big this is, whatever their concerns are. Okay, over here, we've actually made it a little bit more realistic, introduced a little more social element to it, a little bit more branded element to it, right? We made it a little bit better, okay? This is the kiddie smartphone. We've called it the safe smartphone, right? The safe choice, the safe option, right? We're making it a little bit better, okay? Even when we're doing the ads, I don't recommend just ripping other people's ads and running them because, do we have the budget to test 800 ads? No, we don't. But what we're going to do is maybe look at some of this content, look at the best performing angles like this one, and go down and look at some of the more recent angles that have been performing really, really well. And maybe these are the angles that we're going to run. And instead of like a random guy using this phone, we may actually get some children to actually use the phone and give us their real honest feedback. We may actually just be like, hey, what do you think about this phone? And they're just like record their actual emotions, record how they actually feel. Maybe we do a UGC collaboration with someone. We send it to them. We'd be like, hey, dude, if you're uncomfortable showing your kids, don't show your kids. Just give it to them in their tiny little hands and record their reaction. I want to hear what they have to say. And if they go crazy saying, oh my God, something like that, that video would do a lot better than this. Or maybe that's just our hook. And then we can go into showing some of this stuff, right? Modeling is just doing what they're doing a little bit better. So what you're doing is you haven't changed the secret sauce that made them successful, but you improved it just slightly. So you know you're on the right track, okay? You've not copied, and you're adding more value than somebody else, okay? Now, what's another way that I would make this kid-safe phone really, really popular is I would actually add in a digital product, okay? What I would do is I would go to ChatGPT and I would tell it to write a PDF or an ebook or something about how to protect your kid in this digital world. Like, what are some safeguards you need to have on your laptops, on this phone, on other phones, on other technology devices? Like, how do you keep your kids' information safe? How do you keep kids online safe from other people with bad intentions, XYZ? I would create maybe 4 to 5 ebooks just like that, and I would bundle it in. And I would say over here something along the lines of, if you purchase this, you get access to 4 or 5 digital e-guides about this topic, this topic, this topic, and this topic. And now you've gone ahead and you've made this product like bigger than just a phone. It's a way to introduce technology to your kids, but keep them safe at the same time. Okay. And then I would maybe even explore some ad angles where a kid is asking for your phone and you're saying something along the lines of, tired of giving your phone away every time your kid wants it? Why don't you get them a mini safe version of the same phone that they love and make them feel like a big guy? Stuff like that. Explore those ad angles. Again, this is how I've generated and I've created the system where I just go out there and model stores to make them a little bit better. Now, to show you how that's worked for me, this is one of the stores that I just launched, made it a little bit better than the original, and ended up making sales in the first day. Okay. And I have this entire thing recorded on my YouTube channel so you guys can look at it. I did it again with another run, right? Over here, look at this. Made sales on the first 2 hours of ads being live as well. Okay. So this is why I feel like modeling is the best way to get success in e-commerce. And if you want my help in creating stores that are just a little bit better, writing a little bit better copy, creating ads, want access to my course, mentorship, stuff like that, it's all tied into this software. Click that first link down below. If you get the access to the software, you get access to me and you get access to the resource to launch the store. Do you need me to launch this? Absolutely not. This is not the goal of the channel. You can go ahead, launch this yourself. Just keep some of this advice in mind, okay? It will be a little bit more work because you have to basically start from scratch. And I've been racking my brain on how to create like really, really good graphics. If you have some experience with that, if you're already a pro dropshipper, there you go. There's a 100K product for you. You can go ahead and run with it. If you're someone who's really not, maybe try this approach. Maybe try how I'm doing it, and maybe it's going to help you. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. If there's an insight in here that you liked, if there's an explanation here that you liked, if this is the product that you liked, and if you did, even if you didn't like this product and didn't want to launch it, but just learn something new about e-commerce, dropshipping, making money online, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. One more thing, guys, for those of you who actually do end up using this kid's phone pre-built, ready to launch store, which pretty much everything done, towards the end of this store, you also get a cheat sheet. Now, what this cheat sheet covers is who the supplier is, what pricing, what are the unique selling points, explaining the product, explaining all of the product to you as well. I've gone ahead and analyzed the revenue of the store. I have gone ahead and showed you who the customer is, and I've also given you some Facebook ad targeting, some ad angles, and some viral short form as well. All of these strategies are inbuilt here, so there's very little work for you to do, right? Again, once you get access to shop funnels, it's very easy because everything's pretty much built. All you have to do is go to store, activate it, add your products, payment process, and shipping, and then your store is pretty much ready to go. And there's a few more things like domain and Facebook ad pixel setup, which would take a few minutes, and I have step-by-step instructions for anybody who joins. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for watching towards the end of this video. We're at 40 minutes, maybe 30 after I maybe cut a big pause that I had. But that's it, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.